Alright, welcome to the third video. From our last class, we were able to achieve the navigation bar, um, where we are trying to replicate this website, and so far so good. We have succeeded in getting out the navigation bar. So the next thing we want to do is to bring out this my first web page that is scrolling from right to the left. Okay, so what I would need to do is to create a section. VS Code or HTML5 give us a section tag, and I would create um, header, and then give it my first page. Okay, now that would just bring out the header on the top, but I would need it to scroll, and I will be using what is known as the marquee tag. And I'm not doing anything inside. I would just leave it there and then get my H1 and paste it in here. And once that is done, if I should go and refresh, I should be having it scrolling. Okay, let me remove this from here. Okay, very good. Now I would need to make it blue color to resemble what I have, and also make it slant. So to do that, I would simply add the italic tag in it to italicize it, Ctrl X, and get it here. And so I would change the color. So I'll use the inline. So the color is going to be, oh, VS Code is giving me these things very easily. So blue color, and on doing that, it has changed to blue. To confirm, it has changed to blue, and from the sample I duplicated this just as a plain text. Let me just add this to it first. So I will duplicate this, paste, and I should be having what I want. Okay, my first page. Okay, I call this my first web page. It's not much of a difference. So next is to bring out this section, and it's quite easy. So what I would simply do is to create a new section. All right, a new section. Okay, so I would have to create a box that could handle these two things side by side, and very easily I would use what is known as the flex box. I would use the flex box, and flex box requires that I create a container. Let me give this a class. We have been using internal styling, and I'll say div1, and inside I can now call every container I want to call and style what I want to style. So let me say one to test, and then two. So should I go to my browser, I am seeing, okay, I have not declared it as a flex box from my internal styling. That is why it's looking one on top of the other. Okay, excuse me. So I'll go to my code, and I said one, not this. So dot div1, and I'll say display. The display should be what? Should be flex. All right, so should I go back to my browser now? It has changed to this side by side. So I could have as many as I want. I could have three, four, five, six. Trust me. Number one is the content of the first container. Number two is the content of the next container. Okay. Now I want my entire section to carry a background color. I want my entire section to carry a background color, so I would use inline styling, and then the background should be blue. Okay, so it is there for me, and I could easily style or putting my contents in place of one in place of two. So what I have from my sample is an image here. I have an image here. So what I would do to call an image is to simply create an image folder. Inside my main folder, I would create an image folder inside my main folder. So where I have my site, I called it my first site. Where are you? My first site. Okay, here you go. So I have opened it and then I created a folder called images. And inside these images, I was able to call a particular image webinar pic.1.jpg. So my VS Code will recognize it here. All right. So in place of this one, I am going to call my image tag, and then the src is going to be images webinar jpg. So the first item here is the main folder, the next item here is the name of the image, and then you have the file extension. Okay, so having done that, I would go and check what I have in my browser and it has come out. Okay, but I don't want it to be as big as this, so I am going to go back and style my image. I'll give this a class of image. All right, so I'll come here, dot image, and the width should be something meaningful, 300 pixels, and the height, let's make it something square, should be 300 pixels. And if I go back, oh, it's looking sized already. It is looking sized already. Okay, so we are already approaching the end. We are reaching completion. It's looking very simple. Okay, so let's see. I need to increase my width and my height. Let me give each of them 500 so they could make more sense to relate to what I have here. So let me reduce my height to 400. This should yeah, it looks good, looks good. So next we want to continue by bringing this part I am hovering out, and that is going to be replacing these two. Okay, so we'll stop now and we'll continue that in the next video.